So it's been a while.
It has been a while.
Here.
Haven't been back since 2012, since I moved out. So
how do you feel about coming back?
Years. Strange. It's very sad to see this place. A lot of bad memories, I guess.
This was the home Lena Kasparin shared with her partner, Mark Zatarian. Following his death, it was again the scene of another terrifying event. Tell me what happened.
Well, someone shot a gun through that front window, and it happened at about, I think, 1 in the morning. I think they found four bullets. So I called the police. Someone tried to shoot me or try to scare me or threaten me, I don't know what.
Western Sydney's latest drive-by victims, a mother and her 6-year-old daughter. A bullet hole in the front window of their home, a reminder of how close...
Her barrister, Peter Doyle, visited Lena at her house immediately following the shooting.
Quite easily someone could have been killed or injured from that.
Do you believe it was connected or coincidence?
Be a big coincidence. So I think it was connected. But I got no idea who did it, who was responsible.
Waiting for her murder trial and rocked to the core by the shooting attack on her home, all Lena could do was try to return to the routine of her life. Going into the trial, were you confident that a jury would believe you?
Yeah, I had to. And, you know, I don't believe in lies, and I've always told the truth, and I believe that God is watching. I believe in God.
At Lena's trial, it was revealed the neighbours had been watching too and were called as witnesses to testify against her. It was in this courtroom that Lena learned for the first time the evidence gathered from her neighbours. Many had heard the fight, even seen parts of it, and yet no one had done anything to stop it. One neighbour describes how he watched on from his backyard, which overlooked Lena's kitchen. He told the court he heard Mark yell 2 to 3 times, "Go on, do it, be a man." He was so close, he says he could see the veins in Mark's neck sticking out. What did you think about that for your case?
It was excellent. It corroborated what she was saying. When you look at the evidence of different neighbours on their own, might not have meant anything, but when you considered what they were all saying when looking at what she'd said in her interviews to the police, they were all confirming different aspects of her interview.
Ultimately, Lena's self-defence case rested on the size of the stab wound inflicted on Mark.
It's just very unfortunate that it just happened to pierce his heart. Now, if she was out of control, if she had lost it, you would have thought she'd be thrusting the knife, and that the knife would have gone in much farther than just a 14 mil.
In one of the fastest murder trials ever in New South Wales, it was all over after just 3 days of hearings. The jury accepted Lena acted in self-defence and acquitted her of murder. When the jury came back with their decision, what was that moment like?
My heart was beating really fast. I just took a deep breath and I had to stand up. And I just heard her say, "Not guilty." And it just it didn't really register, you know. I was like, what just happened? And I think I was in shock. was like, is that it? Like, is it over?
This was a simple case where a woman was being terrorised, in effect, by her partner.
It was a case that never should have gone to trial, according to retired Supreme Court Judge Anthony Wooley.
That was really a hopeless Crown case. Once the facts were assembled, I think the Director of Public Prosecutions in this case really should have said, let's be courageous, let's acknowledge that it needn't go to trial. Because going to trial is expensive, it's time-consuming, it's emotionally horrific for everybody involved, and I think in this case it could have been avoided.
Why didn't the Office of the DPP use its discretion? Why didn't it use its common sense?
Well, I can only guess, but I would think that people just didn't look at it carefully enough. And if anyone had just concentrated on the factual elements I've mentioned, they would have seen that it was just a waste of time.
Coming up, acquitted but not forgiven.
I feel sorry for his mum, you know, and I feel her pain and her anger towards me.
You can stab your partner and go. You would not be arrested. You can be free. This is what Australian law is.
Vilified and branded Australia's Black Widow. The media too painted you in a certain way, suggested you'd got away with murder.
Yeah. Am I supposed to wail and cry like a crazy person?
That's next on 60 Minutes. Hello, I'm Tara Brown. Thanks for watching. To keep up with the latest from 60 Minutes Australia, make sure you subscribe to our channel. You can also download the 9Now app for full episodes and other exclusive 60 Minutes content.